Yo guys, it's Ryan here. I'm gonna be bringing you a video on the Cold War Mp5, why I think it's the best SMG in Warzone right now, or might be. I've said it before, you don't have to like my videos, you don't have to subscribe, but if you do, thank you. I'm so glad you guys are watching them. I'm gonna be bringing a new series on how to become a better player. Hope you guys keep your eyes out on that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace. Alright, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna pull up the time to kill chart. Mp5 for Cold War's in blue. The purple is going to be the Modern Warfare Mp5, orange is Mac 10. I mean, let's look at it. You can see it right there. The Mp5 from Cold War is going to be a little better in the time to kill charts than the Mp5 from Modern Warfare and the Mac 10. Now, does that mean that the Mp5 from Cold War is better? No, not even close. Now, there's a couple stats that are actually really important to consider here. The ADS time on the Mac 10 on the base stats is 167 milliseconds, 200 milliseconds on the Modern Warfare Mp5, and 200 milliseconds on the Cold War Mp5. Now, you're probably wondering why that matters so much, but the reason why it does is because the Cold War Mp5, I don't believe the attachments that reduce aim down sight speed do anything right now, whereas for Modern Warfare it does. So the Modern Warfare Mp5 has quicker ADS time, assumedly if using the right attachments, than the Mp5 from Cold War, as does the Mac 10. But now sprint to fire time, the Mac 10 has 163 milliseconds, while the two Mp5s both have 117 milliseconds. Now, tactical sprint to fire time is very similar. 284 milliseconds for the Mac 10 and 217 milliseconds for the Mp5s. So you can automatically see there how the difference in the sprint to fire time. It's a lot. Now you can negate those by sprint canceling or slide canceling, by pre-aiming, by doing the bunny hop tact sprint jump thing. There's a lot of ways to negate this, but it's still something that you never just ignore. It's an important part of the gun, and using it and understanding it. Now, the way that I also build my Mp5s is more for aim down sight and the ability to aim down sight fast or have movement speed while aim down sight. And I think the one attachment that really helps the Cold War Mp5 is gonna be the Raider stock. Now, this thing makes the Mp5 cook while you're aim down sight, and that is so important for winning gunfights. Movement in gunfights is key, and I'm going to talk about this in a video about winning gunfights more consistently. But movement is honestly one of the most important parts of winning any gunfight, and attachments that allow you to maneuver a little bit better in gunfights have a certain value to them that other attachments don't have. And for that reason, that's why a lot of people like to hip fire with their SMGs. Now, I'm not the biggest fan because it's a lot of RNG to it, and when I played competitive CoD, you can never just rely on the RNG like that, even though sometimes it was the play. I often find that this gun has good hip fire, but I find that aim down sight with it is quick. You feel quick while aim down sight, and I very rarely feel the need to hip fire with it. Whereas something with the Mp5 from Modern Warfare, I did find that the gun oftentimes felt smoother while hip firing and strafing if you built it with the right attachments. So you're probably wondering how I would rate this gun compared to the Mp5 and the Mac 10. For me, I think it's better than the Modern Warfare Mp5 for me, but I'm not sure that's the case for every person, and I'm enjoying it more than the Mac 10 right now. I think both, though, are just as good as this gun, and I think there's really kind of a three-way split, and it's going to come down to personal preference here. For me, I love the Mp5 from Modern Warfare. I have a nice tracer pack for it. It has been one of my favorite guns. It's kind of a revelation when I found it, and it helped change my play. But right now, this, to me, in the past week when I've been switching on and off between the two, has felt better. And I have been really enjoying the Modern Warfare Mp5 in comparison to the Mac 10, as well as just using the FFAR with the AS Val over the Mac 10. Now, this thing does get beat by the FFAR and AS Val a little bit, but when it comes to like the movement bonuses, the sprint to fire time, the ADS time, you have advantages here that help make up the ground in just sheer time to kill. And as always, those time to kill charts are not the end all be all. You know, if that really was how it went down, then everyone would run snipers, because if that's how it was, they have one-shot headshots. And if everyone could just hit one-shot headshots at any range, everyone would be doing it. But they can't. And that's where the ease of hitting shots, about personal familiarity, about lack of recoil, that's what makes certain guns. It's not just about the sheer damage, the sheer power of them, or else, the Odin would be top tier. But, from my perspective, I think this is the best SMG right now for me in my playstyle. And if you think from watching my videos or observing my playstyle you have something similar, I say give it a try. I put my class loadout at the start of the video. I hope you watch it, try it out. I don't think that's a perfect setup. You could add a steady aim laser, you could add a sight, you could add a bunch of different attachments. Honestly, it's up to you. The Cold War attachments are not as figured out as the Modern Warfare attachments were, and there doesn't have as much objective value in them right now. But I do really recommend the Raider stock. I think it's really good for the gun, and it changes the way it feels. Maybe it's even placebo and it doesn't do anything. But if you're wondering what I have been pairing this gun with, in the game you're watching, I paired it with a Kar 98, which I think is great. But I actually have been pairing it with the DMR recently, and I think that combo is so lethal. And I think one of the next videos I'm going to do is if the DMR is worth it for controller players, and you're going to see how good that combo is together of the MP5 and the DMR. I think the DMR is great with this gun. I think any long range AR, the Kilo, Grau, M4, Ram 7, Krieg, M16, that's another great gun with this. There's a lot of options to use with this thing, so keep it open. I think the sniper though is always a good choice, especially if you're hitting your shots. At the end here I did die, so I have to come back and grab this guy's MP5. I have to grab my AMAX. It's a little different setup than I ran at the start of the game, but anyways guys, for the most part this video is going to run out. I think I'm going to talk to the end. I do have a new series coming out. It's about how to be a better player. It's going to be named Roadmap to Success or Becoming a Better Player. Not quite sure. Not really sure the name matters too much. Just more worried about the content. First video is going to be on the key to winning gunfights. And the second one is going to be on momentum. I have tons of ideas on it. There's literally so many ideas I have on it. I actually really want to help people. I think when it comes to getting wins, I don't necessarily exhibit the type of play style that's necessary to rack up tons of wins, but I do at times, and when I do really want to win, I can get wins, and I do know the positioning. I want to help people with that, but more so I know how to help people with gunfights, with trading position, with awareness, with all of these things that are super important, and I actually really want to help people. I have a little bit of experience of quote-unquote coaching from competitive COD, not like real coaching, but helping teammates that were coming from a lesser experienced position, and I want to transfer that to Warzone because I feel like it's a much more casual community, and I want the people who have around a 1 to 1.5 KD to be able to take that to a 2, 2.5, to be able to get 10 to 15 kill games, to get a win on top of that, and to play well, and to feel good, and to be able to have some fun with their friends. But, we'll see how the series goes, how I get it done, how good the content is. That's the important part, if I can back it up, The win's going to run out. It's been a pleasure, guys. I hope you enjoy. I can't believe my first video got more than 1,000 views. That means the world to me. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, peace.